Listen, somebody is in their feelings about you stepping into your power. People are okay as long as you playing it small, as long as you being mediocre, as long as you humble, as long as you giving to them, everybody all right. But the moment you take that energy back and put that focus on you and you begin to step in your power, all of a sudden people are offended by you believing in you, by you betting on you. People think that if you step into your power that you're going to outshine them. They want you to do good, but not better than them. And so the moment you have the audacity to step up and step out, they have a whole attitude with you. When you step into the room, you don't have to announce yourself. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to do none of that. Your presence speaks for itself. People can feel the power when you step into the room. When you open your mouth, people can feel the power. When you decide that you're going to get offline, you don't have to announce that. People feel your absence because you carry so much power. Listen to me, sweetheart. Somebody in their feels, they uncomfortable by the fact that you believe in you, by the fact that you believe you can do better, by the fact that you no longer want to settle. Somebody feels some type of way. They believe when you put the focus on you and you stand up, you get a backbone. You don't want to be a jellyback no more. You're now walking in your authority and your power. They mad about it because they feel like you're going to outshine them. That's the truth. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is all gas, no brakes. We're putting our foot on the enemy's neck and we're not letting up. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support, continuing to show up every time that I post. Please know I appreciate each and every single one of you. Those of you that are new, I am reading from some index cards. I write on these cards and I allow the Spirit to speak to me and through me regarding your situation. So y'all, let's get into the scripture. It says, I called Psalms 118, I believe 5. Double check me on that, y'all. I didn't write it down. I think it's Psalms 118:5. But it says, I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large space. Again, I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large space. In other words, I called upon the Lord and he freed me from the haters. I called upon God and he freed me from the toxic relationship. I called upon God and he freed me from the job, the family dynamic, from myself. Because of that, you can stand in your power now. Because you're free of those things, you can stand in your power now. People get upset with you about you believing in you, about you not wanting to settle, about you speaking up. People get upset about that, but they don't know what you've been through to get to where you are, to even have the self-esteem to step up and step out into that power. People don't understand your story. They don't know what you've gone through. But when you show up at the job, when you show up at the event, when you show up in the family dynamic, all of a sudden they got a whole issue with you because what they looking at is a healed version of you. What they looking at is somebody who's overcome the obstacles, the haters, the doubters, the naysayers. And so, yes, you've learned through all of that and you've gained some wisdom and some strength. And now you have the authority and you have the audacity to step into that, period. Never apologize for it. If somebody uncomfortable with it, let them adjust. Let them move around. You stand 10 toes down exactly where God has planted you, wherever that is. If he put you in the position, that's where you're supposed to be. Regardless of who trying to run you up out of there, stand 10 toes down of where God has placed you. Period. If you know that's your marriage, you know that's your person. Listen, sweetheart, don't let nobody tell you you shouldn't fight for that person. Again, you know what's best for you. I will never tell anybody to stay in a toxic dynamic, but you know what you got going on. If you want to fight for your person, you want to fight for your marriage, do that. You want to fight for your friendship, do that. People get upset with you for standing on business because they can't do it. They don't know if they're coming or going. Let's keep it real. And so when you stand up and you step out and you have the audacity to do it, they get mad. They feel like you're trying to outshine them. It's a subtle competition. That's what they see. And it's not. You're just trying to do better and be better, period. Let's get into the first one, y'all. Your determination, goals, healing, and self-love stir up others' insecurity. Your determination, goals, healing, and self-love stir up others' insecurities. Again, y'all, you betting on you is a direct insult to others. You betting on you is a direct insult to others. And so when people start feeling offended, when they start feeling some type of way, they want to knock you down, humble you 10 notches, take you off what they consider a high horse. So what they'll do, they'll start guilt tripping you and trying to bring up your past. They want to bring up your past so that you can feel defeated, so that you can feel bad. Guilt you out of your vision and your decisions by bringing up your past. They want to guilt you out of your vision and decisions, betting on you, trusting that you can do better, be better. They guilt you out of that by bringing up your past. Some people refuse to see this new version of you. They refuse to see this new version of you. They see you growing. They see you don't want to entertain the stuff you used to entertain. They see you trying to heal. They see you trying to raise your finances. They see you trying to find a job. They see you. They refuse to see you though. They see it. They just try to put the blockers on so that they can't see it. They don't want to see this new version of you. When you step into your power, people will try to bring up your past to keep you to the version they're comfortable with, the person they're comfortable with. I told y'all misery loves company. So the moment you start elevating, they all of a sudden got shady comments to say. And elevation don't always have to do with money. You just believing in you speaking up about your truth. People get mad about that. They can't take that. They can't handle that because everybody don't live in their truth. Everybody don't have the courage to walk in that. And even if you're subtly doing it, you don't have to be opening your mouth. All you got to do is let your actions speak for you. Maybe you've pulled back. Maybe you're not on the phone with that person as much anymore. Maybe you're not hanging out with that friend group no more. Maybe you decided you don't want to click up at work. Listen, that's you taking your power back. That's you walking in your authority. That's you saying, I'm standing against the grain and I'm standing on big business, period. People get mad about that. They hate that for you. They hate it for you. It's something about you pouring into your own cup. People know that if you keep doing it, if you keep grinding, if you keep showing up for you, that eventually, yes, you are going to shine. Yes, you are going to outgrow them. Yes, you are going to find a different dynamic friend group. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what life is about. If you're not evolving, then what you're doing? If you're not evolving, what are you doing? What are you doing? People get mad when you step into your power. They feel uncomfortable because they believe you will outshine them. I'm telling you, they feel like it's a competition. The moment you do it, there's something so attractive about you stepping into your power. That is so attractive about you knowing who you are. Not being perfect, but just knowing who you are. Deciding what's right for you. That's so attractive. You're not a chameleon. You don't go into rooms and spaces and places and conform to what everybody else is doing. You don't mind standing up, standing out. People don't like that about others. They don't like it. They hate that. They hate it because we live in a world that want to be like everybody. Everybody doing the same thing, saying the same thing, doing the same TikToks, doing the same trends. Give me my money. Everybody like robots. But you, sweetheart, are deciding to live a different life. You stepping into your power, your authority. They don't like it. Let's go to the next one, y'all. You claimed your lane and you're staying in it. You claimed your lane and you're staying in it. Again, y'all, people get upset when you find your peace, and maybe that's where your lane is. Your lane is, you know what, this season right here, I'm going to get in my peace for a moment and nobody's going to take me out of that. My zen for a moment and nobody's going to rattle me. Nobody's going to get under my skin. I'm not going tit for tat with people. I'm not arguing with people. You've decided to get into that lane of peace and you stand there. And you have to take some actions in order to do that. That means blocking some people out. That means ignoring some people. Sometimes you have to step on a few toes because people get offended the moment you speak up. And so yeah, you may have to step on a few toes unintentionally. But if the shoe fit, then it just fits. That may be your lane. Your peace may be your lane. Your lane may be, I'm doing me. I've given so much to everybody else. I poured into everybody else this season right here. I'm doing me. That's your lane. You stand in it. That's where your power is. You're staying in it. You've given to everybody else. That made you weak and depleted. And so now you're deciding to stand up, stand in your lane, stand on business. They hate it. Maybe your lane is like, listen, I'm healing this season. I don't have time for people to play with me. I don't have time to be putting my heart out there for people to mistreat me. I don't have time for that. This lane right here, I'm healing. This season right here, I'm healing. People get upset because let me tell you why they get upset about this. The moment you start doing all these things, you have to draw back. You have to pull your energy back. So the people that had access to you before, they don't have as much access to you. That's what make them mad. Can I tell you, the enemy, the devil, love to know what you got going on? Some of these people who had access to you should have never had access to you. I'm talking about these friends that y'all have had for years, these lovers that you've had for years, these co-workers that you've made out of friends, whoever it may be who has access to you all these years, they should have never had access to you. And maybe it was a season where you needed to learn, but they overstayed their welcome. You kept them in your circle too long. They depleted you, they drained you, they confused you, they mistreated you, whatever it may be. So you didn't have the time or the day to think about yourself, to do what was best for you. You couldn't even think clearly, couldn't see clearly, because every time you turn around, they arguing. Every time you turn around, it's some drama. Every time you turn around, they need a motivational word. Every time you turn around, they taking from you. I'm talking to somebody. But you claimed your lane and you stand in it. You claimed your peace. You claimed your power. You claimed your healing. You said, I'm doing me regardless of who like it and don't like it. That's what makes them uncomfortable, because they no longer have access to you. In order for you to elevate, you have to isolate. In order for you to elevate, you have to isolate. People don't like that. They automatically feel like you being funny, you bougie, you don't want to talk to them. You sitting in the break room, you don't have nothing to say, you being silent. They put you as a mean person because now you don't want to talk to them because you're simply focusing on you. Trying to regroup, get yourself together, get your mind together, trying to take the actual 30-minute break so that when you can get back on these people's clock, you can work. Something they're not doing. They're too busy focused on you and what you got going on. I'm talking to somebody. Let's go to the last one, y'all. The truth is, when you stand in your power, you're standing for something so you won't easily fall for just anything. And that's what makes them uncomfortable. The truth is, when you stand in your power, you're standing for something so you won't easily fall for just anything. And that is what makes them uncomfortable. You refuse to be manipulated. You refuse to settle. You refuse to stay where you're just tolerated and never celebrated. You refuse to just give your power away. And now that you're standing in that, people are uncomfortable and mad because they can no longer control you. They can no longer manipulate you. They can no longer trigger you. They can no longer tell you what they feel like you should do and you listen to it. You're making decisions now for yourself, and if you're not, you will be. Again, you don't have to announce everything. Let your actions speak for you. People feel it. They feel it when you start healing. They feel it when you take your power back. They feel it when you come into the room and you actually been doing the work. People feel it. They see it. They know it. You have the light on you. You have the light on you. You gotta know that, y'all. Listen, the reason why, again, they uncomfortable because you're no longer allowing them to manipulate you. You're no longer settling. You're no longer staying where you're tolerated and never celebrated. When you step into that power, no longer are you in bondage to people's limited beliefs, games, deceit. And your freedom makes them uncomfortable. Your freedom makes them uncomfortable. I told y'all this channel is all about that, exposing the enemy so that you can come up out of the bondage of people, the spirits that they carry. And the moment you awaken, the moment you see it for what it is, the moment you take your power back, the moment you believe you can do better and be better, you're now walking in freedom. People hate that for you. The devil hate that for you. And that's who's using these individuals. But when you step up out of that and believe in you, bet on you, you're no longer in bondage to people, places, and things. And they get mad about it. Who cares? Who cares? Continue to move forward. Continue to do you. Continue to be bold. Continue to keep the backbone in your back. We're not in the jelly back season anymore. We're not just letting people walk all over us, say and do anything and act like we don't see it and hear it. You can speak your truth and keep it moving. Not arguing with people because we're not giving our power and our energy away in that way either. We just going to continue to walk heavy, be bold about what it is that we're saying and doing, and stand in the truth. Your truth, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever that looks like for you. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all again for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, your love, your support. Everything, y'all. Thank y'all for just doing you, being authentic, continuing to just grow and evolve, y'all. Listen, it may just be one person, it may just be you and your family that's doing it, but when I tell you, when you connect with others outside of those people, it's like a domino effect. You are healing the land and you don't even realize it. When you heal yourself, you heal so many other people that's connected to you. Even you just being in a grocery store talking to somebody can be healing to them. You're a chosen one. We got to stop thinking that it has to be something so grand. No, you reach those right next to you. That neighbor, that coworker, that lover, that friend, whoever it may be. You just living in your authenticity. You don't have to be nothing different, nothing. You do you and be you. Just how God has created you. That's enough. Somebody needs to hear that. That's enough. You're enough. Who you are is enough. You don't have to camouflage. You don't have to facade. You don't have to fake. You don't have to do any of that. You are enough. You're enough. Stand in that. Whoever God has created you to be, stand in that. That's your power. Nobody can do you better than you. They can try to replicate, duplicate, whatever it is, but nobody can do you better than you. Stand in that. Own that. Walk in that unapologetically. And if people don't like it, let them adjust. Let them move around. Let them go off and ghost you and run away. Whatever it may be. It is what it is, y'all, in this season. Again, I love y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.